Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So last week, Microsoft rolled out the latest experimental insider channel build, 26,300.8935. And there's an interesting change that Microsoft made in regards to the File Explorer in that latest insider build, where Microsoft notes, if we head over to the release notes for the experimental preview build, for the File Explorer, it says, file deletion in File Explorer is now faster in certain scenarios when deleting large fragmented files. And that's interesting because I'm sure if you've been using Windows for some time, at one stage or the other, you've seen the word calculating when trying to delete a folder with a whole bunch of files in it, or a single large file. So basically, this is a bit of a performance boost taking place under the hood. Now, large files were slow to delete in Windows and are slow to delete in Windows, because when a drive still has large blocks of free space, the NTFS file format in Windows 10 and Windows 11 can usually write a file in one continuous piece. And then once free space shrinks and breaks up into smaller gaps, a large file, a database, or anything that keeps growing over time gets split into thousands of smaller pieces that's scattered across the drive. So that's the reason why when you delete a large file, in some cases, as Microsoft says in certain scenarios, it can take a while to calculate the actual size of that file and then delete the file as requested. And it's this fragmentation that makes the deletion slow. And by the way, it's not just an HDD problem, a mechanical hard drive problem. This can also happen in certain cases on SSDs. Because what happens is that the NTFS file system still has to look up all the different fragments and clear it from the drive's free space records one by one. And if your drive is badly fragmented, that can be enough to slow things down in the deletion process. Now, Microsoft hasn't mentioned exactly what has changed, but nonetheless, I do think that this is a move in the right direction. File deletion in File Explorer is now faster in certain scenarios when deleting large fragmented files. And that's been a bit of a challenge on Windows through the years, so nice to see that's been addressed. And that's currently in the experimental channel, which is the old dev channel. So I'm sure that this change and this fix and improvement for File Explorer is going to be making its way down to the stable version over the next coming weeks. And obviously, if I get knowledge of that, I'll post and let you guys know. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.